Stop what you were doing. It's time you finally see the truth. In the next 60 seconds, I'm about to show you the unforgiving truth behind all the fancy cars, luxury holidays, and the celebrity lifestyle. And if you're not earning at least $3,850 per week, it's not going to cost you a single penny. That's right, nothing. I'm going to show you the exact system I am using right now to generate over $31,546.33 every single month. Here are pictures from my most recent statements in my newest account. That's averaging over $1,000 per day that's being transferred straight to my account every month. I've been consistently doing this for nearly 4 years, and yes, it's 100% legal. In fact, once you understand how to do this, it's going to become your most deeply kept secret. Virtually nobody knows about this right now, and the few that do will never reveal it to you how they do it. Why? Because they're afraid that their friends will discover how they can afford so many expensive toys with their average jobs. They are afraid that the story they've given about getting a promotion is going to come out to their wives. Afraid that the simple method that they have been disguising as hard work will be discovered by the people they are so badly trying to keep it from. You know, new cars, swimming pool, Macs, 70-inch TVs, you name it. They are getting it by using this exact system, and they are keeping it from you. But after you've seen this video, you too will not want to let this secret out. You'll watch as your friends drool over your newfound power, and they'll literally beg for you to tell them how you're getting all the new top-of-the-range items. Little will they know it's down to a few simple clicks of a mouse. Now, imagine being that one friend that people are talking about saying, they're going on another holiday this year? They bought another what? That's the reality for the exclusive group of people who use this system. And believe me when I say, it's exclusive. You are one of a small selected few that are getting a chance to see this video. So who the heck am I? And why should you listen to every word I say? Well, I'm Mike Stevens. I'm an online entrepreneur, and I've helped build 11 successful online businesses, from e-commerce sites to direct sales to even clothing brands. I have personally driven 85 students out of truckloads of debt and helped hundreds of average people make a full-time income from home using just an internet connection and a beat-up old laptop. I have completely transformed the way thousands of people are seeing their futures, and every suffering moment and battle they thought they were going to have to deal with is now gone because they stumbled upon what I'm about to show you. So, for me, it started a few years ago. My girlfriend had just given birth to our beautiful baby girl. Blonde hair, blue eyes, just perfect. Sure, we didn't make a lot of money, and Sophia, my girlfriend, could no longer work. I was so determined to make things right. We agreed that Sophia would stay home and look after our daughter, whilst I kept food in our daughter's mouth working at a taxi rank. What happened next is kind of depressing and took a long time for me to get over. A few weeks after they returned from the hospital, there was something extremely wrong. We had credit card bills for crazy amounts of money, and it was overflowing in our account and taking over our lives. $1,525.32, $2,023.01, $4,355.48. Damn, I was naive. I filed so many disputes with the bank. They reluctantly told me not to worry, and that was that. I tried not to think much of it. Just like any other person, I prayed that everything would be fine. I missed such obvious signs. I worked 10 hours a day, and the only time anything ever got done in the house was when I was home. I did everyone's laundry, changed diapers, the dishes, bought groceries, literally everything. After a few weeks, all I could think about was, what is my girlfriend doing all day? Anyway, to cut a long story short, She had spent every hour that I was in work gambling our money online. Doctors said she was suffering from postnatal depression, and they thought that I knew about it. I tried sympathizing with her. I swear I tried to, but she had put us in such a bad financial position that it was impossible not to argue. She left without the baby a few days before the final bank dispute. Final statement, minus $18,960.22. I was broken. I went from having a baby with the one woman that made me feel safe to being close to 19 grand in credit card debts. And now, as a single father with not even a roof over my daughter's head. What made me want to tell you about this disaster was what happened later on that year. Me and my baby daughter moved to a one-bedroom apartment in Long Island, and we had no money. Literally zero. I sold everything I owned. We barely had a few months' rent paid, and the only thing I knew how to do was make small money with eBay. So I started playing around with that and slowly but surely scraped by. As time went by, I scraped a little more. Eventually, after scraping together those small earnings, on top of a job I had sweeping floors, to the point where I had enough to pay for rent, food, and a business development course. And that's when I came across this method. I paid $497 to go to a seminar recommended by a friend in Tampa, Florida. You see, I had an itching, trembling, burning desire to change my future. I really wanted to make it right. This was really a last-ditch effort to break the chains of being broke from around mine and my daughter's ankles. If it wasn't for her, I'm not sure I'd even be here today to make this video. She gave me the strength to believe in myself. What I discovered that weekend completely blew my mind, changing the way my life would play out forever. I took what I learned that weekend and over the next 12 months went from being nearly $20,000 in debt with no job, no home, no money, no hope, to making more money than I have ever dreamed of earning, using what I later developed to be the automated cash signal system. This isn't to brag. It isn't to say, hey, look how great I am, look how much money I make, or anything like that, and quite frankly, how much money I make is irrelevant. The point I'm trying to make is, look at the potential of discovering something and really running with it. I remember early last year, my near neighbors came to me for advice. They were having a hard time paying the rent and practically begged me to help them. And by the time December came, they had over $14,000 in their account and were offering to take me to Honolulu as a thank you. I graciously declined and told him to take his wife. Here are just a couple more testimonials.
William here, and I've been using the automated cash signals for just over 3 weeks now, and it's been awesome. I started with only $250 in my account, and now my balance is over $6,385.50, which is pretty awesome. I'm really glad I found this. You know, I've lost money online before and I've been burned in the past, but this is the real deal. I'm happy I found it. I'm making cash now without investing a ton of time, and I can do all this research and make money right from the comfort of my own home.
I'm Sarah, and in the past 2 months, I've generated over $14,642.34 in pure profits. The automated cash signals have changed my life. Making money has never been easier, and I'm so happy. Thank you, and I've recommended all of my friends.
So, what is the automated cash signal system? This is a system that I have developed over the last 4 years, and it takes all the confusing hard work out of making money online through trading. Now, you can trade currencies, stocks, commodities, whatever you like. This system has made it easier than ever, and all you need to do is press a button. Seriously, it will even trade for you throughout the night. Let me show you a live demonstration. Okay, so I'm logging into a brand new account I have funded with $250. This is the broker's minimum deposit, and it's a realistic amount everyone could afford. So today is February 24th, and it's just gone 1:40 p.m. You can see this is a completely fresh account with the $250 balance and no trades yet. The auto trading has just been turned on, and I will start with $50 stakes. I paused the video and came back a few hours later, and my balance is now $547.50. That is over double what I started with just a few hours ago. The system has placed a total of 11 trades for me. It's won 10 and lost 1, giving me a profit of $247.50 so far. I have now just upped my stake to $150. You can choose whatever you prefer. Look at this. Whilst I've been out having dinner with my daughter, I have come back and I'm seeing huge profits the system has earned me. $90, $87.50, $87.50, $90, and so on, from just a push of a button. Now watch as I leave the system longer. $547.50 turns to $1,382.50, $1,500. Now I come back a day later and the balance is now a massive $7,697.50. That's huge, and I didn't have to do a single thing. The bigger my stake, the more the system returns me in profit. So far, it has placed 75 trades in total, won 72 of them, lost just 3. You can see I currently have 2 open trades, and the returns are now much bigger. $247.50, $255, $262.50, $270, and so on. All of this is literally from a press of a button. This system has just generated me $7,447.50 profit that I can withdraw at any time directly to my checking account. So, there you see it. This information is so rare, and yet you have a chance right now to see and use it yourself. You see, this system has completely changed my life, and also a few personal friends I introduced to it a while back. I am sick of seeing people failing online, falling for all these get-rich-quick scams, making you invest all your money and ruining families. My personal experience gave me such a change in heart, and I have so much passion for helping others change their lives. This isn't a conspiracy, no, but it is very well hidden from the public. But why? Why are you being kept out of one of the biggest wealth-building systems of the 21st century? Why do you have to take orders from your boss that doesn't give a damn whether you have food on your table after you've clocked off at 5? Why do you have to feel the pain of not enough money at the end of the month? There are people, who work far less hours and aren't working anywhere near as hard as you, and they have the personality of a wet sock, but they get to roam the streets in their brand new Mercedes whilst you're struggling to keep your sanity each month. Why? It's sad, but it's so simple. You haven't been told any different. Your parents were born before the 80s and never knew about this themselves, so they couldn't tell you about it even if they wanted to. And the people your age were more interested in watching movies, going to the club, and watching the game than trying to get ahead in life. And that's okay, except you wouldn't still be watching this video if you didn't think there was more to offer out there, right? There is more to offer. And it was that exact thought that drove me to that seminar. And it's that exact thought that's keeping your eyes glued to this screen. Now, let's take any 100 people at the start of their working careers. We follow them for 40 years until they reach retirement. And what you'll find, according to the Social Security Administration, is only 1 will be wealthy, 4 will be financially secure, 5 will continue working, not because they want to, but because they have to. 36 will be dead, and 54 will be dead broke, dependent on their meager Social Security checks, relatives, friends, and even charity for a minimum standard of living. That's 5% successful, 95% unsuccessful. You get the picture? Is this fair? Hell no, it isn't fair. But it's the hand most people have been dealt, not knowing that they can pass it up and draw another 2 cards. Look at life like a casino. Everybody is stuck playing slot machines, where they know the odds are stacked high like mountains against them, where they have no control over whether they win or lose. But nevertheless, they never look for another game. Meanwhile, in the other room, a select few are battling it out on the poker table, where they have a chance to gain control over the outcome, where they can cash in big by playing their hand right. Sure, sitting down with these guys for the first time would have you eaten alive. But imagine sitting down with a professional peering over your shoulder, whispering what he would do in your situation, equipping you with a strategy that he has developed to win over the years, pumping thousands of dollars of information into your ears. That's exactly the way you should look at the automated cash signal system. Thousands of dollars of information being pumped into your ears effortlessly by someone who knows what they're talking about. What I am promising you is to show you exactly how I do it. Every single step, every tiny detail. Every one of the sneaky techniques that leads to me generating a full-time income without dragging myself through 8 hours of grueling labor just to be rewarded with the smallest slice of the pie. I'll show you everything. You're getting it all. Over the last few years, I have spent close to $30,000 on developing this system. I've consulted with some of the leading experts in the field, and almost all of them have told me that this is the most detailed trading system that they have ever seen. I am so unbelievably confident you are going to start making money online. I am giving you unrestricted access, absolutely free. It took me 45 minutes to convince my accountant I wasn't crazy for doing that. I'm no longer a greedy guy. I truly believe it's only fair to help others, giving back, because I got the break I needed, and now it's time for you too. Because when I discovered this method all those years ago, I charged $997 to teach a messy, unorganized version of it. It was still worth every penny, but I was blinded by greed and fueled by the need to create a better life for my daughter. I most likely turned away hundreds of people whose lives I could have changed if I had not charged so much. I regret that deeply, which is why I'm doing this one test that may never be repeated again. I took 4 years worth of courses and scattered notes and squeezed it down into the most value-filled, tightly packaged, well-organized piece of software I have ever produced. Countless sleepless nights went into making sure that every stone was turned for this. I want every single person who gets this system to completely crush it. I'm so excited, in fact, that I'm giving you complete, unrestricted access, and you can start earning instantly. Yes, I know. I've literally slashed any chance of getting rich from showing you this method, but fortunately, I don't need to. Because I've learned that the more money I help keep in your pockets, the more abundance I can have down the road when my name is nothing but gold to the people I've helped. Now let me tell you what's so special about this. There are currently just less than 150 members to the automated cash signal system, and it is capped at 150. You seeing this video right now is a sign you're in the right place at the right time, on the verge of making a right decision for your future. You can imagine why this is capped at such a small amount. This can be shut down at any time and will be shut down at the 150 member mark. Now, as attractive as this offer is, our marketing experts tell us that only about half of the people lucky enough to receive it will respond. So the video exposure has been set for the correct numbers to fill the final spaces to the system. And as soon as it's hit the 150 mark, this is no longer available. Ever. You will be locked in with access for life when you enter your details to take you to the next page. Now, I convinced my department to allow me to give you this for free, and there are no restrictions. You're getting complete access to the exact automated cash signal system I'm using right now to start making money online. So this is an opportunity not to miss. Now, it's decision time, and this really could be the most important decision that you're going to make for the rest of your life. You're at a crossroads right now, and you've really just got 2 options. Option 1 is for you to leave this page and ignore that feeling deep in your heart that tells you this is one of the smartest decisions you could possibly ever make, and go back to allowing yourself to be less than what you're worth. A life where you're getting screwed out of money that you could have left in your pocket at the end of the day, where at the very least you leave 15% of your yearly income lying on the table for someone else to collect. You can do that if you want to, but if you've watched this far into this video, you know what you're doing now isn't the best that you can get. You can feel yourself striving for more, and you deserve more. Which brings us to option 2. Take one tiny action today that will have an incredible impact on your life for years to come. Simply fill out your best email address on the right to the next page and dive straight into our incredible system. Feel the change in yourself as you wake up to new money in your bank. Become that one friend that everybody hates to love. The one friend that everyone envies for having so many new toys. Again, all you have to do is enter your best email address and go to the next page for access. A bright future is awaiting you. I'll see you there.